Hey guys, welcome back to 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. Today, I am doing my review of 2020 Topps Gypsy Queen. This will be the definitive set guide and review that will end in my exclusive Sensational Set Ranking, which is where we rank this set on 10 different categories to see where it places in all of the 2020 sets that have been released so far in the baseball card season. So here's what we go over in the set guide and review. First, we'll start with the set highlights. We'll go over buying formats, identify some of the key cards, go over who should be collecting this set, who shouldn't be collecting, obviously hit the inserts, the autos, the relics, go over set positives, negatives, and that will get us to our 1 Cent Sensational Set Ranking. Then finally, we will finish off with where does this set rank with all the other sets to date this season. So let's get right into it and get into the set highlights. So basically, a little bit of history on Topps Gypsy Queen. This is actually one of the oldest card sets in existence. It's a tobacco card era inspired set that started way back in like the late 1800s. It went away forever and Topps brought it back, and I think this is the 10th anniversary of it. You've got a 300 card base set checklist, and it also includes 20 additional short prints. All of those short prints are Hall of Famers. Out of the 300 cards, 60 of those are rookie cards, so a nice rookie card set. And then if you're buying hobby boxes, you'll get 2 on-card autos per hobby box. And the fortune teller and tarot card inserts do return for another year. There's also themed image variation cards in the set. Those are uniform sets. So you've got like the Players Weekend uniform, the Jackie Robinson Day uniforms, and I think there's an Armed Forces one as well. So there's some themed image variation cards throughout the set as well. When we talk about parallels, in the set, there's basically 8 different ones. You've got green, which is in the value packs that you'll find in retail formats. The missing nameplate, so the name will not appear on the front. You've got silver parallels, which are exclusive to retail monster boxes. You've got the indigo, which is numbered to 250, the blue to 150, the black and white, which is hobby only, those are numbered to 10. Then you've got red numbered to 5, and the black are numbered 1 of 1. So getting into the buying formats. First of all, you've got the hobby format. Hobby boxes are going to come with 24 packs, 8 cards per pack, so 192 total cards. Cost you right at $100. So the cost per card on that, 52 cents per card. It does come with 2 on-card autos, and it also comes with a box topper. I didn't list that on here, but it is a chrome box topper. We'll get into more of that later. The retail format, you've got a monster box. Those have 10 packs plus 2 parallel packs, so actually 12 packs total. There are 6 cards per pack, so different than the hobby box. Hobby box has 8, retail's got 6, so that's got 72 total cards. Cost you right around $37.50, and the cost per card on that is also 52 cents. It's got 2 silver parallel packs, so 12 parallels that you can get in that monster box. So kind of a cool format there. Then you go to the standard blaster box, got 8 packs, 6 cards per pack, 48 cards total. Cost you $20. Cost per card on that, 42 cents. That is the lowest cost per card in any of the buying formats. And then finally, you have the value pack. Sorry, I don't have a picture of that one, but the value pack, pretty standard, gives you 3 packs plus 1 3-card parallel pack. That's those green parallels we mentioned earlier. So you get 21 total cards out of that value pack, and it'll cost you around $10 with a cost per card of around 48 cents. So if you're looking for green parallels, value pack, a great way to go. Here's the key cards. Out of the base, you've got Bo Bichette, basically all your big rookies. One of the big one is the Luis Robert rookie card. Don't know why I didn't put rookie card on Yordan Alvarez, but it is a rookie card. And then you've also got the Emmanuel Clase rookie card, which I think is his first Topps rookie card. And then, of course, out of the base set, you've got the short prints of the retired Hall of Famers. Those are cards number 301 through 320. In regards to parallels, here's kind of the key stuff that you'll be looking for there. The black and white parallels of the base cards, those are in hobby only. They're numbered to 10. Those are going to be real nice hits. The variation uniform cards, we went over those a little bit earlier. The autograph lineup cards, they're all one of one. You get an autograph and a cut of a lineup card, so that's a pretty awesome hit. The Jackie Robinson Day image variation autos. So they do have the image variation, and some of them are autoed. Those will be real nice hits as well. And then the other one of one is the Power Performance Portrait Art Patch Originals. They're not autoed, but those will all be one of one. Those are great. And then, of course, the Terra of the Diamond inserts. I think those land about 1 in every 18 packs. So those are kind of the key things that you'll be looking for. There's more in the set, and we're going to cover off on that in a minute. So the question becomes, who should be collecting Topps Gypsy Queen? First of all, vintage card enthusiasts. This is a tobacco-inspired set. This very much takes its calling card from the early days of baseball cards. So if you're a vintage card enthusiast, great set for you. The other thing is set collectors. It's a nice 300 card base set, and it makes it a little bit more tough to collect the 20 short prints, but 20 isn't too many. Heritage had the 100, remember, so 20, not bad, but still a little bit of a challenge to collect the set, and it's got a nice, well-rounded names throughout the set. If you chase autos, not a bad set for you. It's guaranteed that you get 2 on-card autos per hobby box. So if you do the math on that, it's basically $50 per auto, which is pretty good. The other thing, if you like the card designs, the card design enthusiast, there's beautiful artwork all throughout this set. Doesn't have a lot of photography, but it does have the artwork, and the designs on some of these cards are just beautiful. The retail shoppers, you got a good array of retail options, and it's a relatively low cost per card. So if you're kind of a value shopper or only buy stuff at retail, it's a great set to be looking at. And finally, the parallel chases. The parallel chasers. Lots of cool parallels and creative takes on the parallels. The no nameplates. There's the chrome box toppers. Lots of different parallel options, which we'll get into. Vice versa, who shouldn't be collecting this stuff? Rare card collectors. Again, this is retail and hobby, so a little bit more mass produced. It's going to be long odds to pull one of those one of ones. Probably better sets if you're looking for low numbered cards. Also, hey, if you like photography, as you can see, all of this is artwork. So not a lot of photography in this. This is very much kind of like an Allen and Ginter set, but just with baseball. These two sets are pretty similar in that regard. The other thing, relic collectors. There are a lot of rare auto relics, but there are no relics that are not autoed. So if you like collecting relics that don't have autos on them, you're not going to find many in this set at all. And then if you like glossy card stocks, think Topps Series 1 2020. This has a vintage cardstock design. It is not the glossy stuff. So if you like glossy cards, this is not for you. And then I also think that younger collectors, you really need to understand the history of the hobby to enjoy this set, the history of what tobacco cards were at the turn of the 19th to 20th century, and kind of what tobacco cards and how the hobby itself kind of started way back in the day. So if you're younger and you don't know a lot of the history, this may come across as just a very artistic set. So we'll go over some of the inserts here real quick. First of all, you've got the Fortune Teller minis. That's got 20 cards. They do have parallels, indigo, green, and black. You've got the Gypsy Queen Chrome box toppers. You only get those in hobby. There's 100 cards in those and tons of different parallels. So indigo refractors, blue refractors, gold refractors, red, and then of course superfractors. And then you've got the Terra of the Diamond, which is what you see at the right here. There's 22 cards in that. You've got indigo, green, and black. Then as we get into the autographs, Fortune Teller mini auto. So these are the mini cards. There's 13 cards in that set. They only have one parallel, the one of ones. You've got Gypsy Queen autos, which are going to be most of the autos that you see in here. It'll be the most common one that you can pull. 65 cards. Parallels are going to be indigo, blue, black and white, and of course, black. Then you've got the Gypsy Queen Chrome box topper autos. So the box toppers do come in an autoed format. There's 13 cards of those, and they're all numbered 25 to 25, unless you get the parallel, which is the Superfractor 1 of 1. And then, as we mentioned earlier, there's the Jackie Robinson Day image variation autos. 13 cards in that. They do have black and white parallels and black parallels. And finally, the mini rookies autos. These would be pretty neat ones to pull. 13 cards in that. Obviously, they're all going to be rookies. Black and white to 50, and then black 1 of 1 parallels. Then you get into the relic autographs. There's a lot of these to be had. There's the autographed garments. So those are going to be your patch ones. Those are 20 cards in there. They'll be numbered to 50, so a low number. They do have the black 1 of 1 parallel. Then you've got the autographed patch book, which is numbered to 20. That would be a great hit. And then there's the parallel black 1 of 1 on that. The autograph lineup cards, which I mentioned earlier, and you can see at the right, that's got 19 cards. They are all numbered 1 of 1, but it does have the autograph and an actual lineup, game-used lineup card as well. Then there's the bases around the league auto relics. There's 6 of those. They're not numbered unless you get the parallel, which is black 1 of 1. And the pull-up sock auto relics. So that's going to be a sock auto. There's only 3 of those. They're only numbered to 10, and you can get a black 1 of 1 parallel as well. So obviously, a lot of people are going to be buying into breaks on this. Here's the teams I recommend to target. First of all, the Boston Red Sox, 11 autos, 4 of the memorabilia cards. So a lot of different autos you could get from the Red Sox. The Angels have 9 autos and 3 memorabilia cards. Dodgers, the 9 autos and 7 box toppers. Now remember, there's only 100 in the set, so 7, you got pretty good odds of getting a Dodger out of one of those box toppers. The Milwaukee Brewers, they have 9 autos as well, but all of them are Christian Yelich and Keston Hiura. So if you get one of those, both of those would hold some good value. So Brewers kind of a sneaky one to buy into. And then the Yankees kind of own this thing. 16 different autos, 5 memorabilia cards, 8 box toppers. The Yankees are probably going to cost you a little bit of money to get into them, but if you can get the Yankees at a good price, not a bad team to get in a break of Gypsy Queen. And then finally, there's the Blue Jays, which have 10 autos, and most of those autos, I think there was only 2 or 3 that weren't Vladimir Guerrero or Bo Bichette. So those autos would hold nice value. But of course, the price on the Blue Jays is going to be a little high as well. My sneaky team in here would probably be the Brewers. So here's the positives of the set. One, it's got a beautiful creative design. These Gypsy Queens kind of known for that. It's an artistically driven set inspired by the tobacco cards. So if you like vintage, if you like the artistic design, this is a great set. And then the other thing is it's got the most complete rookie card checklist so far from Topps in 2020. Every rookie you would want is in here. The other thing, you get on-card autos and you get a good cost per auto price. Like I said, you're guaranteed to get 2 in every hobby box, and they are on-card, and the hobby box costs you just a hair under $100. And then the other thing that I like is the auto checklist actually mixes rookies and veterans. So if you look at the auto checklist, you'll see you can get Gleyber Torres. I mean, you can get a lot of, I think there's a Mike Trout one in there, but and there's obviously a lot of the rookies, the Luis Robert, all those. So nice mix on the checklist for autos. The other thing is Gypsy Queen does hold decent long-term value. Not quite as much as some of the flagship stuff, but Gypsy Queen does hold its own on the secondary market. The other thing I like about this is the insert sets, really fun. The tarot cards, the fortune teller cards, just a real cool, real cool inserts. So definitely a positive there. And then I also think that they did a great job on the autographed relics this year. Everything from the laundry tags to the bases, all the socks, all that stuff. So really creative on the autographed relics. Now to the negatives. First thing that I would say is there's not a lot of unsigned relic cards, and the relic cards that you can get are all kind of real low numbers, so the odds on those are going to be long. So like I said earlier, if you're looking for relics, this is a set that I would kind of stay away from unless you're looking to open a lot of packs and find some of those short numbered ones. The other thing, the pack odds are a little bit long due to the high production numbers of this being a hobby and retail format. And then there are no prospects in this set. But to be fair, there never has been. So everyone kind of knows that going in. But I do think that baseball card sets these days could do a few prospects like Donruss 2020 did. They have the rated prospect cards in there. So there are no prospects in this set. And then the other thing that I think is a negative, because of the bold artwork and because of the tobacco-inspired and vintage-inspired set of this, it's kind of polarizing. Some people hate Gypsy Queen. I'm not sure why. I think it's a solid set, but this is a love it or hate it scenario here. And then the other thing that just bugs me is that if you look like at the card on the right, they don't have the full name of the player on the front of the card. They use the first initial of the first name and then just say the last name. That, for whatever reason, bugs me. I'm going to give it a negative. And then the other bummer is they used to do a full set of mini cards, which they still have the mini cards, but they've made it pretty much a subset. So there's no full mini set any longer for 2020, which is kind of a bummer. So that brings us to our 1 cent sensational set rating. So this is where we rate everything on 10. We rate the set on 10 different categories. So here's where we rated Topps Gypsy Queen this year. First of all, the appeal of this. Like I said, it's a love it or hate it set. So I don't think it has as much appeal as some of the other sets, but I still think a lot of people collect it. There's a reason why it's retail and hobby. We're going to go ahead and give that a 6. The base set checklist, really solid this year, guys. I'm giving it a couple points off because it doesn't have prospects, but to be fair, it never has. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8. Do like the inserts, going to give that a 7. When it comes to parallels and variations, they've got the image variations with the different uniforms, tons of different parallels, going to give that an 8. The auto checklist this year is fantastic. Check out the auto checklist. There's plenty of them to be had. Veterans, rookies, all sorts of different ones. Not a ton of filler in there. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. The pack odds and production, this does not get produced as much as like the flagship, but it is, but they do produce a lot of it. So we're going to say it's kind of an average set and give it a 5. Card quality, I love the card stock of a Gypsy Queen, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a 7. Historical value, not one of the most valuable sets, but not terrible either. It holds up a little bit better than Allen and Ginter and stuff like that, so we'll give it a 6. I think with artistic value, this is a very artistic set. It's inspired, so we give that an 8. And then because it is relatively cheap to buy into this, so overall it's a really good set. So I'm going to go ahead and give cost value an 8. So as you can see on the left here, we're going to add up all those scores, which will rank this set as a sensational set rating. And this Gypsy Queen set gets a final rating of 72, which places it firmly in a 4-star set. I think it's a great set, guys. If you like, you get a lot of cards for the money. You get a lot of inserts, a lot of parallels. There's on-card autos, cool relics, great autograph checklist, something that I would highly recommend for you guys to get into. So we'll give it a 4-star rating. Finally, this is where it ranks to date. At the 2020 set rankings, you've got Topps Gypsy Queen heading up the sensational set ranking with the 72. In second place, you've got Topps Series 1. It's 68. So you guys, that is my set ranking for Topps Gypsy Queen. I hope you guys enjoy opening these packs. I would highly recommend to get some. And with that, I am going to sign off. Good luck on your pack rips, and we will see you again soon. Thanks.